I could have run HIDs or LEDs in the low beams because they do have the thingy uh, projector. What's up, everybody? Alright, so in the last video I said I was starting or had already started a video working on the lights, and that's true. However, this is filmed after that video, so it's kind of weird. Anyway, so as you know, the lights are out of the synchro. This was the original wiring harness for the lights. So they had one for high, one for low. The fuses I used for this, but this was the original one, and when I took the lights out, I just just ripped everything out because I figured I was going to build new stuff anyway, and I did. But I'm going to throw in the footage of me working on the lights a little bit from a while ago, and then we'll catch up when that's all done. Okay, yeah, so beforehand, like I said, I pulled the old harness out. That was all the same colors. Didn't really pay attention where anything was because what the hell. So I pinned out the headlight plugs and left one here. It's pretty much back and forth the same, but pinned them out on both sides so I know exactly where everything's going to go. And then so I'll be using each side's headlight harness, like the original one, to trigger the high and the low relay, and then run a power across, so it'll just be one wire ran across the bay rather than a little loom. But yeah, so this should be cool, or well, it'll be interesting. Anyway, we'll once I figure out my game plan, I'll get back to this. Okay, so first thing I gotta do is actually get the wiring to the H1 main beam ran back through here. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's already a BMW headlight, or they had HIDs, so this is different, but there's no grounding pin anywhere here for the H1. You can see positive goes there, so the spring's a little loose. I'll fix that later when I put a better bulb in, but there's no grounding pin anywhere. So I'm gonna push a spade terminal over top of this and then just crimp it on there real tight. But first, gotta run the wires back through here, and probably need more wire than that. So I trim it back, but I'll just set it on time lapse and then go from there. Alright, so it's a little tight in there, but whatever, no big deal. Like I said, you can see ground is to the housing, yellow is to the bulb, so now the lights will actually work. So that's that one. I'm going to do that one, and then I'll get back to you. I need to film it twice. Alright, so kind of made a mistake, not here. Turns out I bought 18 gauge wire, kind of wanted 16 for everything. So I had 16 gauge green, so I just ran green for the low beams. Right now I'll be obviously tying this all together once everything's done, because the relays will be sitting about there in the car. But so yeah, I just ran those two. Like I said, everything will be taped up and shrouded up so it doesn't look like absolute asshole. But yeah, just ran the two for now. I'm debating running back to Princess Auto to get more wire right now because I'm bored and I have nothing to do, and I was kind of wanting to drive this thing around at night and see what the lighting is like. It's only got like another day on the trip, so probably end up running back down to Princess Auto, getting more wire. So if I do, continue. If not, I'll continue when I get the wire. All right. Okay, so it's been about a week or maybe less since I filmed anything for this. But yeah, so I ended up going to the store, getting a whole bunch of wire, the right gauge that I wanted, and I finished putting one side together. So this is the left side high-low. I tapped into the factory plug for the switch right here. So green is low, blue is high, so those just plug into the relays. I'm building a panel so I can hang them on the side of the fender here so they're not just flopping around, so that's why the wires are all long. I just wanted to bench test it. Headlights are still out. I said I was going to film me putting the other one, or putting one together, but hey, look at me go. I work without filming anything, so here's the second one. Again, low, high, whatever. So this is the passenger side. All I got to do is make the wires for the battery connection right here, but there's the fuses, same setup as the other side. I have ordered new lenses for the low beams, so those will be coming in soon. Hopefully they fit. They're for a BMW E40, so I'm really hoping that they're the same size. I've heard E34, sorry, but I heard they were the same size, so I just ordered lenses hoping that they work because they look similar. So, you know, here's hoping. Also ordered new bulbs, so I'll be getting rid of the yellow film and actually replacing it with a Hella Optilux xenon style. It's not xenon, but it say something about xenon. We'll be replacing with an actual yellow fog for the inner, which is the high beam, and then I got a Hella Optilux blue or white for the main beam, and I always run those bulbs. They are super good. I could have run HIDs or LEDs in the low beams because they do have the projector, but I kind of like to run standard bulbs because if something goes wrong, you can just go to the store and buy another one. They're, again, Hella Optilux is cheaper than Pia, but I think they're just as good. I wanted to go Pia, but again, you're spending like hundreds of dollars on bulbs, and these are just as good. Plus, I'm gonna have there'll be fog spotlights and LED bars and stuff on it. But for the actual headlights, I just like to use really good halogen bulbs. So that'll be going on with this. Yeah, and then I got some epoxy, which I'll be fixing this. This one, I think all the tabs are okay, so I'll be fixing that. And yeah, finishing the wiring. Oh, and also I'm I'm tapping into the fuse panel with this wire, which goes into the firewall, and that is the key on signal, which is for the DRL bulbs, which are in the top of the headlights. Just fucking walking back and forth up here. So right now, kind of hard to see, but I just have a little orange peanut bulb in there. I do usually get Philips orange LEDs, so I'll be getting those, but this is just temporary for now. So tapped into that, so I'll have some DRLs. And yeah, so that's what's going on with this at the moment. Okay, so I also put in just the other footage that I had when I was finishing up the intro video, so you saw that too. So yeah, my next couple steps are, to finish this plate. So this is where the relays are going to mount to. I'm just going to cut it in half, drill the holes, cut it down the middle, make it look all nice, or better than it does, and then find a spot to mount them. And then probably start with fixing the light, or the surrounds for the light, because I want to take the film off of these two. That one's fine, but might as well just take the film off. And then I am waiting for new lenses, like I mentioned, so just gonna start taking that one apart at least for now, and then wait to do the second one. So yeah, we'll start with that and go from there. Okay, as you saw, I took the good cover off of the light that's over there, and then I got this one epoxied on the couple corners that it needed, there and there. I'll just have to be gentle when screwing them back in. Hopefully they stay. If not, do it again. But yeah, so I grabbed the heat gun, and I'm going to add a little bit of heat to this to peel these off, and then I gotta and then I'll have to measure the diameter of the lenses so I can order some clear film for protection for the new ones and for the high beams, because I don't want to keep smashing, or I don't want to have to deal with smashed ones all the time. So I'm gonna heat it up, peel that crap off, and yeah, go from there. Alright, so I got pretty much all the glue off. Just gotta go over it with a nice glass cleaner, but got the glue off of both of them. So pretty much right now, I got a little bit of wiring to do, but until the lenses come, I can't really go too much further, because I have to heat this housing up, pull that off, and then put the new one on. But yeah, so we'll catch up when something else happens in the light world. Okay, so another day, another step in the process of finishing the headlights. Sorry that this video is probably dragging on for one process, but rather than splitting everything up, just do it all in one. Anyway, so more parts came in. My BMW E34 5 Series glass lenses came in, so there's one of them, really good condition. So there's one. The other one has been installed. So all I did was take a heat gun and heat around the housing, pried the old broken one out. As you can see, actually there's no fluting in the new ones, but I don't really care, they're not broken. Anyway, so yeah, popped that out, cleaned all the silicone up, and then unfortunately Canadian Tire didn't have clear silicone, but they had amazing goop. It says it's an adhesive and a sealant, so we'll be the judge of that and see how amazing it actually is. But anyway, that is on. I have the zip ties all around it to keep pressure on it so it dries. I'm just going to let it cure for 24 hours before taking that off, and hopefully it sticks and I don't have to redo it. But yeah, so that one's done. Obviously did work without filming, but I still have the other one to do here. So that one will be done tomorrow probably, because it's kind of late and I don't feel like starting it right now. Yeah, so I'll film that process, and then we'll pretty much be done. Finally. Yeah, and we'll see. Alright, so different day. This is the one I did last night. It's all done. The amazing goop seemed to work. So far. So this one's done. Put the peanut ball back in. Still don't have the bulbs in it and shit yet. But then, as you saw, time lapse. Did this one. I don't know if it's hard to see, but there was a lot of water in this one. So this little section is white, but that's fine. Not really too bothered by it. There's still condensation in there, but that's done. So that's got to dry, and then now all I gotta do is install the relays and then wait for those, and then I gotta finish the suspension work because I'm in the middle of doing all that before I can put the covers back on, because I need to align the headlights with the new springs and stuff when they get here. So probably once this is done, I'll just install them in the car and then wait. But then yeah, I just got to get the relays all installed and finish the wire, and then headlights are done. Finally. Big thing I had to do for the inspection on the car, so this is good. Getting somewhere. So, other side is done. Put the corner light back in. That's all sealed up really nice. So, both headlights sealed. Next step is, like I said earlier on, put the bulbs in. So these are Optilux. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but Optilux by Hella. These are awesome bulbs. These are the low beams. Got yellow high beams. Like I said, I literally run these in every car I have. Cabby has them. My daily Mark 6 Jetta has them. Actually has pretty much the exact same setup that I'm putting in here, but awesome bulbs. Yeah, I'm gonna throw those in and then put them back in the car because I want to see them in there. It won't be all together yet, but at least put them back in the car. All right, so you can see here, there's a yellow bulb in there. Can't see the blueness in there, the blue bulb, but yellow, white, blue, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Same with that one. So bulbs are in. I'm going to throw the lights in the car. Unfortunately, I can't throw the covers back on yet, or the surrounds, because I still have to align them, which means I'm waiting for some springs so I can put the car back on the ground. But yeah, so I'm going to throw those in, and then we'll just kind of have a nice look and see if I decide to end the video there or continue on. Well, you saw, got the headlights in, but obviously couldn't just sit there and look at the bare headlights without the mask and the surrounds on, so I quickly just tossed everything on really loosely. But I gotta say, it makes it look so much cleaner with not broken lenses. I am so pumped. I can't wait to see what the lights look like, but I got the whole car just kind of pulled apart, so I'm not gonna do that right now. And I gotta align them and everything, like I said, but oh yeah, money. That looks so good. So good. But on that note, pretty sure I'm just gonna end the video here because this has probably gone on way too long anyway, and they're just light bulbs and stuff, but I'll point them out in another video once it's back on the road and we maybe do some testing with it or something. But yeah, I'm in the process doing lots of stuff, so there's gonna be some videos on the way. Yeah, but pumped with how that turned out. Absolutely stoked. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and you know, hope everyone's enjoying the Passat stuff. But yeah, catch you on the next one.